Shalom. And I'm going to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wachach, Chodash. Double honors to my teachers, their apostles, and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, thus out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Akwath as well, thus listen with sincerity. All right, today, just coming back at you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, and this is going to be a fairly quick lesson, and basically of one of the reasons why we fell away as a people from our glorious estate is because that we followed the ways of the heathen that are around about us. Okay? Because when you read and let's get this in Judges 3, the Lord left some of the other nations around about us to try us. Okay? Because one of the commandments that the Lord gave us when we came out of Egypt was to actually exterminate every Canaanite that was dwelling on our land. Okay? But, we did not do that, right? Which ultimately was, the purpose of the Lord. Like we're going to read here, he left them in there to try us, to test us if we're going to keep the commandments, which we did not keep. So this is Judges 3 and verse 1. It says, Now these are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them, even as many as is of Israel as had not known the wars of Canaan, only that the generations of the children of Israel might know to teach them war, at the least such as before knew nothing thereof. Okay, so it's telling you here one of the reasons that the Lord left some of these Canaanite nations, right, is to basically make us learn war, the next generation that came. Okay, but going on, we're getting to the point here. It says verse 3, namely 5 lords of the Philistines, and all the Canaanites, and the Zidonites, and the Hittites that dwelt in Mount Lebanon, from Mount Baal-Hermon unto the entering of Hamath. And they were to prove Israel by them, to know whether they would hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. This is the point. So, yes, the Lord did leave them there, to teach us how to learn war, how to fight and whatnot, but also it was mainly for the point of what? Let's read it again, verse 4. And they were to prove Israel by them, to know whether they would hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. So that was one of the reasons that he left them, the neighboring heathen nations round about us, man. Okay? Because look at how we're situated. The heathens are all around us. We have the Ammonites beside us, the Moabites, the Edomites, and we have Canaanites that was dwelling among us. Okay? Right? The Philistines and whatnot, like we're reading here. Right? The 5 lords of the Philistines, the Lord left. Okay? Let's read verse 4 in the NLT. It says, these people were left to test the Israelites, to see whether they would obey the commandments the Lord had given to their ancestors through Moses. And did we pass that test? No, we failed that test, man. Okay, we learned the ways of the heathen, Salakia. Okay, we intermingled with them too, but we learned their ways and customs, man. We went whoring after them. Okay, that's why in Proverbs, let's get that in Proverbs 12. Because, us were made to be basically, like it says in the scriptures, the standard of beauty of the whole earth. Okay, we're meant to be as an example of this is how righteousness is like, in other words. Okay, follow after me, But let's read this. This is Proverbs 12 and verse 26. It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. See, we're more righteous. Okay, we're more excellent than our neighbor. Because what? We're the chosen people of the Lord. Okay? We're the peculiar treasure of the Lord. We were the ones that the Lord, gave the law, statutes, and commandments onto. Okay, so when the heathens see our ways and customs, they're like, damn, who are like these people? They have the Yahweh Shemashai so nigh unto them. They're so clean. They have cleansly laws. They're so brotherly. They have so much love among them. Wow, these guys are, man, truly this is the standard of beauty. At one point, the nations looked at us that way. Okay, I'm thinking about Gideon There's a particular account in Judges in Gideon where, let me see if I could find it just for the sake of edification, resembling, because there's a particular account, damn, face of a king. Let's see, let's write that real quick. There's a particular account in the book of Judges, with Gideon, when he basically took one of these kings. I forgot which king it was. And then, you know what? Let's see if I could find it, man. Because the king that he took made a particular statement of how that, he slaughtered some of our brethren. And then he said that each one of them resembled the face of a king or prince. Okay, showing to you that, hey, at one point in time, these nations, they looked at us as the standard of beauty, man. Okay, they looked at us like, yo, these guys are, man, these guys, surely Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with them. Okay, let me see here. It's in Judges somewhere, man. Let's write this each. There we go. There it is. It's in Judges 8. I'm going to go to the point in verse... You know what? Let's start at verse 11. I'm going to run through it, but really the point is at verse 18. It says, and Gideon went up by the... verse 13. It says, and Gideon, the son of Josh, returned from battle before the sun was up, and caught a young man of the men of Sukkoth, and inquired of him, and he described unto him the princes of Sukkoth, and the elders thereof, even 70 men. And he came unto the men of Sukkoth, and said, behold, Zebah and Zalmunna, whom ye did upbraid me, saying, are the hands of Zebah and Zalmunna now in thine hands, that we should give bread unto thy men that are weary? Yeah, because when you go up in that account, when Gideon and his men were basically passing through a particular city, they're going to war, and then, they needed some food, right? But these men, they refused to give them food because, they're like, did you defeat the king, Zebah and Zalmunna? Right? Basically, they were fearing those particular kings rather than actually helping their brethren to overtake these kings, right? So they refused them of supplies. So when Gideon overtook them, he came back and said, yo, yeah, I got them, right? And then we're going to read on, it says, verse 16, and he took the elders of the city and thorns of the wilderness and briars, and with them he taught the men of Sukkoth. So, hey, he beat them, man. He beat them with thorns and briars. Because what? They refused to give them supplies while they were hungry, man. And scriptures speak about, one of the things that is it that the Lord hates? No, I forgot how it's paraphrased, but it says the book of Sirach, basically of how, men of war that suffer poverty, okay? In so many words, like, that thing is one of the things that's like, how does it go again? Let me see. Suffer poverty. Let me get that real quick. Okay. Poverty. Damn. There it is. Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 28. It says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such at one for the sword. Yeah, this is the precept, man. A man of war that suffereth poverty. Right? Here it is, they're fighting, they're going to war, but yet your brethren, they're refusing to give you bread. Okay? To basically nourish you so that, hey, you may have energy to defeat the enemy, man. So, hey, Gideon was justified for, beating those elders, with thorns and briars, man. Okay, verse 17, and he beat down the tower of Penuel and slew the men of the city. So he killed them, man. Okay? Because like we read, that's one of the things that grieves the heart, man. Men of war that suffer poverty. Okay? Because right, and that's a particular situation, they were lacking in resources. They were suffering poverty. And here it is, they're sticking their hand out for some help. They refuse to help. All right, but continuing on, this is the point. Verse 18, then said he unto Zebah and Zalmunna, what manner of men were they of whom, what manner of them, what manner of men were they whom ye slew at Tabor? And they answered, as thou art, so were they, each one resembling the children of a king. Okay, because, those two kings, they slew some of our brethren. Okay, and when Gideon asked them, they're like, oh, they were just like you were, resembling the children of a king, man. So, hey, I get that precept to prove the point how that these nations, they revered us as the standard of beauty, man. Okay, that's an example right there, man. But what, since we followed their ways, we went a whoring after their gods and following their customs, right? Therefore, what, we fell from glory. Okay? Because part of the commandments is what? Don't follow after these heathens. Don't learn their ways. Let's get that into Jeremiah, man. The Lord told us not to learn the way of the heathen, man. Okay, because the Lord knows that. That's basically us following the heathen. Is like, what are you doing? That's you basically going astray from your power. You already have a power source. Okay? You already have manners and customs. You don't need to learn the mannerism, the customs of the heathen. They're not beneficial for you. Okay? But hey, we went off. This is Jeremiah 10 and verse 2. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. But the point is, hey, don't learn the way of the heathen. Okay? That's it. It's plain and simple, because we're seeing what learning the way of the heathen got us to, man. Okay, we lost our glory, man. That's what happened when we learned their ways, their customs. We lose our glory. We go into and behaving in a beast nature. Because these are the nations, they behave like beasts. Okay? The Lord didn't give him laws and statutes and wisdom as he gave unto us. Of course, they have their own, their formal wisdom and other things, but still they're beasts, because what, they're outside the temple. Heathens are not supposed to come within the temple, right? Like it says in the law, right? That's why, like it says in Revelation, those that are without, outside the temple, are considered as dogs. Okay, because they do things that's like, man, what are you doing? Like, you could look at Ham, bro. They're taking a piss shower from a cow and shit. Like what's going on here, man? Okay, Moab is eating all type of abominations. Okay, Ishmael is eating camels. Hey, we could go on and on about the different hacks that these heathens do. Is like, what the fuck? Like, yo, what are you doing? You see? So if you go and you learn that way, it's basically you're going to behave like a beast as well. Okay? And that's going to cause you to lose your glorious estate. And that's what happened unto us, man. Our crown fell off our head because we sinned. Part of our sin was what? Following the ways of the heathen, man. Let's get this in Lamentations 5. And verse 16, it says, the crown is fallen from our head. Woe unto us that we have sinned. Yeah, the crown is falling off our heads because what? We have sinned against the Lord, man. You see, and one of that sin is what? Following the ways of the heathen, man. Okay? And that was something they were looking forward unto, man. Seeing us fall from our glorious estate, because they were jealous of us. Like it says, there's in Ezekiel, it speaks about the parable, the trees in the garden, how that there was one tree, his bough was fairer than any of the other trees, and the other trees were jealous of him, referring to Adam, right? But hey, also us too, man. These other nations, they get jelly, man. They get jealous, seeing that the way that the Lord is dealing with us. And then when they see us, going off, they're like, yeah, keep doing it. I want to get this too. Since we're in the book of Lamentations, let's get this in Lamentations 2. And verse in verse 15, it says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Right. Yeah, they're basically scoffing and mocking, man, seeing the lowest state that we're in, man. Okay, see, we are falling far from our glory, man. Well, I think there's a precept in Romans, where it says fall. Is it grace? Fall, grace? There's a precept where it says we are falling far from our glory. Damn, I forgot how it's paraphrased. Yeah, but it basically says something about, us falling from our glory, man. Which once again, these are the nations that we're looking forward, seeing us fall from our glorious estate, man. Okay? And here it is, we're at our lowest state, and they're trying to keep us that way. Verse 16 says, All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for it. We have seen it. See? Like I said, that's the day that we're looking for, man. Us at a lower state. Okay? Us losing our connection with our power source. Right? Then now Jake is engulfed in the mannerisms of these heathens, man. Thinking they're the descendants of Ham. Okay? While I'm from Africa, the motherland. Like, Jake is completely bugged out, man. Drunk of the doctrines of these other nations, man. The doctrine of E. EE has mainly played a big part, of us going astray too. In this day and age. Right, but throughout the generations, Jake always has been going a whoring and following the customs of the heathen, man. Right, but the Lord did that. He left these heathens round about us to test us, like we read, man, and we failed that test, man. We failed. Hey, we man, we got an F in that test. Okay, you read the book of Judges, even Exodus, man. Right, what's that account, man? There's one in Exodus. Let's get that one, and then we're gonna close. How does it go again? There's an account in Exodus. I think it was the account where Phineas. I think it's the account where Phineas, threw that spear and slew that Jake that had that concubine of a heathen. Damn. Daughters. I think Molech is in there or something. Hold on. Worship. Damn. Yeah, but it's an account. I think it's an Exodus. It was a specific god. I think of the Moabites or Ammonites. What was it? No. I think it was either Ammonites or Moabites. But it made a particular point of how that, we went and followed their ways. Damn, man, we need new bodies, man. And when we have those new bodies, man, we won't be, going on the phone and paraphrasing precepts and trying to put in the word to find the precept. Now the precept's gonna be within us, man. Okay, gonna be remembering it like it's second nature. You know, it's aggravating, you know, not finding a particular precept that you want, man. Damn. Yeah, man. You know, but basically the precept goes into that, man. How, I forgot what nation. It was either Ammonites or something like that. You know, and then it's made a point of how that, you know, we worship their God and make sacrifices. I think it said children pass through the fire. Hold on. Children pass through the fire. Pass. Hold on. Nah. Is it Molech? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. But yeah, another point I can make too is one of the commandments is not letting our children pass through the fire, you know, and giving on to Molech, because what Jake was doing that back then, man. Okay, worshiping the other gods of the heathen, man, going after their ways. You see? So wait, that's one of the main cause of our fall, man. Following the ways of these heathens, man. Okay? Hey, the precept didn't come to mind, man, but hey, I'm gonna close it there, man. Alright, by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachakodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm gonna say Shalom.